Hello, my name is Brian Nates, and I'm a Managing Executive Director here with United Financial Freedom. And I just wanted to take a few minutes today, just from a very high level, just so you can understand the actual opportunity here to come on board as a representative, as an agent or agency, if you will, of the United Financial Freedom opportunity. Before I get started into that, I will say again, this is more of a higher level overview. I'm not going to get into many of the minute details of the compensation structure, but I will give you enough for you to really understand the opportunity we have. First and foremost, I will say I use the program myself, the Money Max account. It's making a significant difference for my family, for a lot of my clients. This is a legitimate program that makes a major difference in people's lives. I myself, I'm going to be debt-free, mortgage, car loans, other types of debts, some personal loans, in less than 5 years, saving over $200,000 in interest. So really a great program in a real tangible way that allows a client to go from being in all this debt, really helping them eliminate interest, cancel that interest, get out of debt fast, and start to really get on a plan and an action steps to build some wealth for themselves in a very understandable way. Hopefully you know about the program already. If you don't, my first suggestion is make sure you actually review what the product itself is, and you'll see how advantageous it is to represent it and to have it be something you share with others, right? So that being said, I will say, because of how great the product is, we're at the very beginning stages of all this, and we are going to see some significant exponential growth, not just in the United States. There are future plans to take this organization and this program global, other countries, without a doubt. Okay, so please know that, and we get to be a part of that and sharing that exponential growth, which is nice. So I'm going to go through this from a high level. If you have questions, concerns, maybe don't understand something, get with the person that is sharing this with you. Of course, if it's me, we can certainly talk through it in more detail, right? But that being said, the best way to understand this, that makes a lot of sense for most people, it's very similar to, I'm not going to get into the history of the company because that's for another time. This is just for the actual compensation structure and the compensation plan. So it's very similar to like the insurance industry, okay? Like an insurance agency almost, right? You can be an individual producer, you can be an agent, all right? You don't have to recruit anybody, you don't have to build teams if you don't want to. However, those that do, if you recruit other agents and maybe they build their own team or their own branch, if you will, there are overrides built into building out teams, right? Very similar to, like I said, the insurance industry or some real estate corporations do it that way as well. So we've mirrored that type of model for the distribution of the program itself. And it's proving to be very successful. And we are super excited about the growth we're receiving and more to come through people that are watching this. So because of that, because of the legitimacy of the program itself, we're attracting really influential and good business-minded people. The caliber, this is not one of those things, if you will, right? This is really set up so that the caliber of people are sharp. We typically see, of course, you have the professional salespeople and those that really just get a hold of this and realize what they have their hands on and really want to make a difference for people, right? But a lot of times we also see, financial planners, CPAs, real estate professionals, mortgage professionals. You have your insurance agents that jump all over this. Like I said, CPAs, mortgage professionals, on and on. But of course, the neat thing is that because this is a software type program, that anybody can decide to come on board and grow a business and really share it with others. So it's really, really nice that everyone has an equal opportunity to make a difference here and to grow a business out of this, either individually or build a team. Either way is fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. There are many different ways that you can actually earn commissions. Your personal sales, which is like your standard, type of sales organization. Then there's also field training. If you become a certified field trainer, you can actually train others and help others complete some sales, and you'll make commissions off of that. Then there's, of course, if you decide to build a team, if you decide to build a branch of your own, there are overrides that are associated with that, management type overrides. And then if you help others become their own branch, become their own what we call base shop, if you're helping others do that as well, then there's now generational and executive level type overrides. And that's where it can get some pretty significant growth there that happens quickly, which allows for more more income, obviously. All right. Then, of course, there's monthly bonus pools and profit sharing pools and different promotions and incentives, just like any other sales type of organization would certainly have for the growth, right? So as a brand new agent, right? You just joined today, you just became an agency with United Financial Freedom. This is based on, just for clarification, on our average price. Now, why do I say average? All clients have different pricing based on the amount of debt they have, how much interest they're going to save, how much time they're going to save. There's an actual algorithm built into the pricing of the program, okay? But the average full sale price is $3,500, which you'll see on the bottom of the screen there. Now, just know, clients, there's many times they can finance it. There's even 0% financing if they get approved for that. So, even though they finance it or whatnot, the price is still built out to a set price, okay? So on an average price, a brand new agent, you make one sale, you're on the $900 commission structure, right? Know this, as a whole, they actually pay out 70% of the sale to the field. Okay. Now, it doesn't all go to the person that sold it. There's overrides, there's bonus pools, there's profit sharing type stuff. Okay, so there's all these different things, but how nice is that to know? All right, that's 70% of the sale goes out to the field in some way, and 30% goes to the corporate office, right, for helping us run everything. And they have support, client coaching. It's really set up really, really well so that everybody wins and everybody is successful together as a team. All right, so that being said, brand new agent, $900 when you make that first sale. Now, technically, when the first two sales, you're actually doing what's called a training sale with a certified field trainer. You're brand new, you don't even know how to run an analysis yet for a client, right? So you're gonna need some help, you're gonna need some scripting and things like that. So those first two sales are done with your trainer. And because of that, you're splitting that $900, right? So you're splitting the sale, you're getting $450, the other $450 goes to your trainer. And then of course, wherever they are in their hierarchy level, they'll get the override there too. And what I mean by that is, as a brand new agent, you're at the $900 level, okay? But your first two sales, once again, are split training sales. So you'll actually make $450 off your first sale, $450 off your second sale. If you still want more training sales, because maybe you're not comfortable yet, that's totally fine, all right? You'll just keep splitting those sales until you're comfortable doing a sale by yourself on your own, no need for a trainer, right? So that being said, let's say your third sale, you are ready, you are at that $900 level now, right? Make that third sale, it's $900, the average sale, right? $3,500, and you're at $900. Eventually, with production and volume, you get promoted. And that's where it's 1,010, then you get promoted again to 1,130, and so on and so on and so on. I myself, I'm what's known as a managing executive director, which is a senior level type leadership. But when you become an executive director, like every time I make a personal sale, full price on my own, my commission at a $3,500 pricing there is $1,550 for that specific sale. Okay, pretty nice and pretty neat to know that you can make a major difference for a client, for somebody, and make on one sale that type of money. Right, so pretty life changing for the agent. One sale a month is, hey, that's great. Part-time income, right? And if you build this company out and build this organization out for yourself, you'll be making some good money most likely, right? So that being said, that's where the levels of commissions are at, right? Now, we do have a thing called a 3-2-1 promotion in the first 45 days. If you're a brand new agent, please know this: our desire is to help you get to executive director as soon as possible. Now, the reason why that is so important to us is, quite frankly, we want leadership and we want to build leadership. They designed this compensation plan to really help us build more leaders. I want as many leaders as possible. I bring that up because there are some organizations and some companies and some types of industries that they actually hold people down and they don't want to build that leadership up. They want to keep their spread, if you will. That is not how we're designed here. We actually want to get you promoted as soon as possible because there's a win-win for everybody, which I'm going to get into if we do that, right? So going into that, here's something that's really, really neat. The 3-2-1 promotion is so great because what we want you to do in the first 45 days, if you can do the 3-2-1 promotion, you're literally going to get 3 recruits, recruit 3 people, have 2 training sales. Remember, those first 2 sales have to be training sales, right? And then 1 personal sale on your own if you're ready to do that. If you can do that, what's really neat is you'll be promoted to the senior associate level, which normally takes more volume than that, which I'll go over in a little bit. But you'll already be promoted to the first level, which is a nice pay raise, right? $110 more per sale. That's significant. And so we want to really help you get there. And we have the action steps and guidance to help you do that along the way, which is phenomenal, right? So 3-2-1 promotion in the first 45 days. That's one of our things as a team that we really try to focus on and help get everyone in that mindset there. Keep in mind, if you do recruit 3 people, you may get your 2 training sales pretty quickly because a lot of agencies, a lot of agents that come on board typically wind up buying the program themselves also, which counts as a sale for you as the one that recruited them. All right, so just keep that in mind. It actually does help. Okay. Now, as far as getting promoted to the different ranks, you want to do that. And we want you to do that so you're making more compensation, right? Which is a good thing. It is based on volume. So to get to the first raise, if you will, the first level promotion is called senior associate. I want to stop there for a second. Remember, if you do the 3-2-1 in your first 45 days as a brand new agent, you're going to get to that first level without having to hit these production numbers. All right, so if you don't do that in the first 45 days, you need a total branch, and think of yourself as the branch manager, okay? So your sales count as part of your branch, right? So you need total branch production of $15,000. Now, you could do all that yourself, but if you recruit others that are part of your team now and a part of your branch, you recruit other agents or other agencies, companies, whatever, they're all part of your branch at that point. So the total branch production needs to be 15,000, but at least 5,000 of it, which is like 1.5 sale at the normal, full price sale there. It has to be from you. Okay, but you could do all 15,000 yourself if you needed to, and you'll get promoted to senior associate if you don't do it in the first 45 days. To get to the next level, which is called director, it's 15,000 of your own personal production. That's about what, 5-6 sales or so, and then 35,000 of it has to be just total production in your team, in your branch. Once again, you could do that all yourself if you needed to, but if you're recruiting and training others and building an agency out of this, the true agency model, which is what a lot of our agents do, there's going to be times where even you sell this to a client, they see it, man, they get it, and they actually want to come on board and represent this program because they love it so much. That happens a lot, and they become agents for your team, which is really neat. Okay, so that being said, this production here will get you to the next level, so on and so on and so on. You see here, to become an executive director, I want you to think of them as like the branch manager of the base shop of their own specific branch at that time, right? So if you get to that, which we want you to get to that, I want you to get to that as fast as possible. And there's reasons for that, okay? There's override reasons and generational bonuses and overrides based on us having other leaders that we've brought into the organization and company, right? So that being said, to get there, you need at least $40,000 of your own production, right? You know, if I'm the agent brand new, my own production, and $105,000 total team production. Okay, this is and when I say production, guys, remember I mean sales volume. All right, so you know, $3,500 sale. You don't need all that much to get here. It's not like impossible to do. Okay, and what's neat is we also have a fast start to that as well. In any 3-month period, doesn't have to be your first 3 months, so please remember that. But in any 3-month period, if you do at least $75,000 of total branch volume, and at least 30,000 of it is your own personal production. If you're building a team and you're doing training sales and you're helping and you're growing, that's gonna happen. I have people that I've recruited that have done it in less than 2 months, right? I think the fastest was in 10 days or something like that did all this. All right, so please know the program is incredible. And when you share this, and we have the whole tools and resources, and we have marketing materials and you know, videos you can share, and you know, you probably have seen some of this if you're at this point. That is all part of your agency, and you get all those tools and resources to grow this very quickly if you wanted to. And so please know the fast start is there for the executive director level as well. And we have plenty of people that have done that. Right? So next level here, once you become an agent, and as you're growing your agency, there's something that we call spread. All right. Now, to make it easy to understand, I'm an executive director, right? That's me. And let's pretend that's my level, right? But you're a brand new agent that I just recruited. So I'm the executive director and you're the brand new agent. And you've already done your 2 training sales. Maybe I've helped you do that. You know what you're doing now. You haven't been promoted to senior associate yet. Let's say you're not in you didn't do the 3-2-1 or whatever that may be, but you make a sale on your own, okay? If we split it, you're gonna get 450, I'm gonna get 450, and then I'll get the spread of the difference. But let's pretend we're past that for a minute. You're gonna make a sale. That average sale, right, that we talked about earlier, and your commission is $900. That's why I'm circling this right here, 900, 900. However, I am the executive director, okay? So all these levels here, there's no one there yet, okay? It's you and me. There's a difference between 900 and 1,550 of $650. I want you to realize that. You made the sale, but I still get $650, not from you. Remember that. It's the difference between what level I'm at and what level you're at. 650, because they're paying this out here. Somebody has to get the difference, and I get that difference because you're the agent that I recruited, and I'm at a higher compensation level than you are. Okay. Once again, a lot of insurance agencies do this as well. So it's really neat, right? So that's the first type of thing to look at, these management spreads and these management overrides. Now let's pretend for a minute though, there was somebody in between us. Maybe I wasn't the one that recruited you, okay? Maybe Tom recruited you. And Tom, this next slide here, is actually a director right now. Okay, so he recruited you, you made your first 2 training sales, now you're doing a sale on your own, you're still at the agent level, and you make a sale. You will make your $900, which is very good. I'm sure you're realizing that now, okay? However, Tom's a director. So there is a difference between you and Tom. and that difference is $230. But this is my branch right now. I'm the executive director for this branch, if you will. That difference between Tom and myself goes to me. That's $420. Nice spread, right? But as Tom gets promoted and leveled, eventually he's going to match me, right? And sometimes organizations try to stop that from happening, right? Agencies and stuff. No, we've built this out that I want to get both Tom and you to executive director as fast as I possibly can. Okay, and I'm going to show you why that is. But this really promotes some significant management overrides and executive leadership overrides, and promotes me helping and guiding and growing. We want to explode this mission and explode this program and this opportunity to grow some significantly sized teams for everybody. And we're at that place where we're about to do that, and it's really, really fun and really neat. So the reason why I say that, did I go back? Yeah, I'm going back again, is at this executive leadership level, I want you, who's ever watching this, to become an executive director as fast as possible. And once again, I'm going to make this easy to understand. I'm doing this very high level. There's way more weeds and details we can get into in person or with the person that's sharing this with you. But I just want you to understand the opportunity of how large this really can be if you do this the right way. At the executive director level, I want you to become an executive director. And the reason why, if I recruited you, if I'm an executive director and so are you, now you're a level 1 to me because I recruited you. But it doesn't mean really just you, okay? Every single sale, and that's why that's red here, this generational leadership like override, every single sale in your entire branch, in your entire what's called base shop, I need you to understand that. It could be levels deep. It could be levels wide. If you build a big base branch, your own team of agents selling this program, every single sale that is, that average sales price there, I'm making $200 off every sale that you do now and your whole team does, right? Because it's your team, and I'm like the senior leader and you're the branch manager at this point. That is huge. So let's say you have 10 sales in a month on your team. That's a $2,000 override for me. If it's 20 sales in your month on your team, that's a $4,000 override, right? Just off your team. And why that's so important is, let's say you recruit somebody. And they didn't do anything, but they recruited one person or two people. And one of those people become an executive director, okay? And that's your first executive director on that team. That's you're level 1, but your guy that you directed, that you became an executive director, that you recruited, it's level 2 to me. See, we want to build levels and levels and levels of leadership, because that means productions happen. That means there's really great volume going on. And there's significant overrides built into this for all of us. So once again, you recruited somebody. And once again, let's make it easy. They became an executive director. So they're level 1 to you. And their whole team is. It could be levels deep, 100 levels deep. It could be 100 levels wide, if you will. Their whole base shop, right? They have no executive directors yet. So that whole team is a level 1 to you. And every single sale that team does, because you're an executive director and you recruited someone that became an executive director, their whole team, you make that $200 override. But I have them as a level 2 to me, right? Because you're level 1 and then they're level 2 to me. So every sale, yes, you make $200 off that team, off that base shop, but I still make 125. It's crazy, okay? Now, once you have this level established here of senior executive director, which means you've actually recruited 2 people that have built their own base shops and their own teams now, and they've been promoted to executive director. So once you have that going on, you start getting paid on level 3 base shops of other executive directors, $100 on every single sale in their entire team. And then once you become a managing executive director, which means you've recruited 4 people that have become executive directors that are level 1 to you, okay, that is insane now. You're getting paid on those 4 level generations of executive directors and their whole team. Once again, $75 for every single sale in that team. And level 5, partner level, you do all 6 now. I mean, it just gets really, really significant. I'm not gonna, go into numbers there, but I think you can do the math. Okay, let's say you have 10 sales from this branch, 10 from that branch, 10 from that branch, 10 from that branch. It exponentially grows on itself. Right? I think you could figure that out. Once again, you may want to see some more details on those numbers, but obviously it grows upon itself. And we're rewarding you for growing leaders and helping people become leaders, not punishing that in any way. So you can get plenty done with your own personal production. Believe me, you can. But if you grow leaders and other teams and train them and help them be successful, you'll actually get some significant executive leadership and generational type overrides, which is really, really nice. Okay, so let's pretend for a minute you're like, Brian, that's just too big for me. I can't think there yet. You may one day, but right now I just want to understand, what can I do right away? What can I do now to make some decent, good money? Even as a part-time thing, that's fine. Or if you turn this into a full-time thing for yourself. Every single sale that happens in the company actually has a part of this sale. This is based on a $3,500 sale again. So a part of it, which right here is $225 from every sale, actually goes into what's known as the bonus pools. And there's a couple different ones here. You'll see there's 5 different bonus pools. All right. But the first bonus pool, every agent, even a brand new agent, this is your first month, brand new, you can actually get put into the bonus pool if you hit your personal production, personal sales volume of $12,000. Okay, what is that? Like 4 sales, right? Maybe 3 to 5 sales. All right, you absolutely you can do that. Okay, if you're doing the 3-2-1, I mean, you may have 2 or 3 sales in a couple weeks, right? So keep that in mind. Every agent, no matter how new you are, how old you are, if you're an executive director like myself, I still can hit the personal production pool. But what they do is they take $50 off this average based on that sale there. $50 from every single sale goes into this pool. And then whoever hits this personal production for this month, and every month it resets, you must requalify every month. Whoever hits that personal production actually splits the pool. Now, we don't split it evenly. Right? Because somebody that has 25,000 in personal production and you just get in at 12,000, it gets prorated based on the percentage of the pool that you've contributed to. Okay, so there's a whole proration there that happens. But to hit the pool, which believe me, $50 times a lot of sales, there's some good money in there. I've hit it, so I know what it is. It's pretty nice. You don't want to guarantee any type of money, but it's not $2, right? It's not 20,000 either, right? But it's some nice money there, right? So that's kind of nice. And then every single sale, there's $70 that goes into the executive director pool. If my base shop, remember I was explaining that earlier, my branch, if you will, does at least $30,000 in monthly sales volume, I will hit that pool. Okay, really quite nice, actually. The senior executive director pool is now you have you're a senior executive director, and that means you have 2 other executive directors at least producing on their base shops. And if your whole team does at least $60,000 in volume, you'll hit that pool, and then so on and so on. Okay, you don't have to get too overwhelmed with all this yet, but it's really nice because, as you can see, they take a pretty nice size from each sale, and every single sale in the company goes into these different bonus pools, right? And that's how they split up that 225 right there. Once again, pretty significant. Really nice to know that even as a brand new agent, you can hit the personal production pool, and pretty nice, right? Last month, I think it was around $1,000 or so that I got for that. So pretty cool, pretty nice. All right. Now, one thing that we don't talk about all that much, I don't want to overwhelm you on this. We can definitely talk and do it in more detail. Is we also have equity points. The company, the founders, Skylar and John, they're humble about this. Their heart is pure. They have made it a point that in this compensation structure, they are going to allow agents to have this opportunity, all of us, to earn what's known as equity points. There is a future case scenario that they're willing to take on investments from maybe it's a bank of some sort, or insurance agent company of some sort, financial services company. We're okay if we merge or get acquired with an organization or company that sees the mission and sees the vision and wants to take the company and all of us agents to a whole nother level, right? But those that earn equity points, and there's some qualifiers to earn that, all right, which is it's pretty doable. So you'll get more details on that. But what's neat is we can earn these equity points so that if they ever do take on investment, or if they ever do get acquired, or a merger happens, this is where some life-changing money can happen for those that help build this company in a very big way. The production counts towards the equity points. Overrides count. They all count there. So that's really nice to know that we're building this together and we get to win together, which is really, really nice. And once again, we can get you more info on that. Not a problem whatsoever. Okay, so to get started as an agent, you may know this already, you may not. Right now, they may raise this price. I don't know if they're going to, so if you're seeing this video and it's a little different price, just know that this was what it was. Either way, it's a great, great opportunity. You get a full service back office, you get replicated websites, you get marketing links, you get resources, there's an ebook that you get as an agent. I mean, it's all built into this, right? So it's $99. It's a one-time investment there. Please know there is a $50 annual renewal if you are still an active agency. So it's $99 now. In a year from now, it's $50 to renew that agency. Don't know if that will change in the future for newer agents, but for now, that is what it is. Okay, so it's really, really neat to get involved in a really lucrative organization. You make one sale, you make your money back 10 times, right? So it's pretty neat. You don't have to own the program to sell it. It's not one of those things, okay? This is a legitimate agency operation. Now, what I will say is a lot of agents wind up getting on the product too. It does make sense if you have debt, if you want to use it to build some great cash flow and wealth for yourself. I mean, the product is incredible. So yeah, a lot of agents do wind up buying it, but you don't have to own it to sell it. No licensing required for the Money Max account program. Really nice. Great value add. I mean, truly, for many, many different businesses. I've already talked about that, right? But what's neat is if you get this vision and mission, yeah, you can build this out significantly, or make a additional revenue stream, side income, additional income off your book of business, whatever that may be. And of course, help your family, your friends, your clients. You can market to others like you know how to. Really great door opener, really good conversation. Who doesn't want to have a solution? And who doesn't want to at least learn about a way that they can cancel interest, eliminate their debt in as little as 5 to 7 years without changing their lifestyle, without refinancing? It's a really good conversation starter. And I've helped many, many clients. Very proud to be a part of this for sure. Right? So why be a part of it? Well, these are just a few reasons. Most professionals really are looking a way to have a difference maker, to distinguish themselves from their competition. The timing is incredible. Debt has never been higher. I mean, these numbers are probably old by now, but America does have a negative savings rate. Student loan debts are ridiculous. Mortgage debt is ridiculous. People are wanting to find solutions, and we have it. Like I said, if you haven't seen what this program really is, if you haven't seen a demo, maybe just watch a quick video, learn more. The more you learn, the more you see the value and the wonderful thing of what the Money Max account program really is. And I'm looking forward to it. If you have any questions, I highly suggest you get with the person that shared this with you. If it was me, let's talk. But hopefully that helped. Like I said, this is a high level. There's more to it. I think I shared enough for you to see that this is significant income that can be made with this program, and quite life-changing for the clients as well. So thank you for taking the time, and I hope that helped. Bye-bye now.